Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of One Hit Wonder. I am Jeremy Parrish, kicking off the episode as the lead today, and we're going to go back to the roots of One Hit Wonder, not by playing Mario, but by playing a game where you can only take one hit. This series has kind of drifted away from its original intention, where you were supposed to just take one hit and die. It's supposed to be like a quick 5-minute video series, but it's turned into something much longer because we keep playing games and going until one death. So we're going back to the basics here with Bionic Commando for NES, a game where you start out with only the ability to take a single hit of enemy attacks before dying. And this is a game that I really love and know really well, so I'm going to handicap myself a little bit and play the Japanese version, which is slightly harder, very slightly harder. Anyway, of course, the gimmick with Bionic Commando is that you cannot jump. It's a platformer with no jumping. See, I'm pressing the A button and I don't jump. Instead, I throw out a grappling hook. So the idea here is that you use the grappling hook to zip around. So you can already, if you know the American version of the game, you can already see how this is harder because there's not usually a guy down here. I'm going to avoid picking up the bullets because those, if I gather enough, will give me extra life points. There's another difference between the American version and the Japanese. That guy patrolling up at the top is not normally at the top in the American version. They made the game a bit easier when they brought it over. So I'm making it a little harder on myself just because I've played this game a lot and I don't want to be totally unfair to everyone else. So anyway, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the original game, or the American game, but basically the idea is you go to these communication rooms and you talk to guys and they tell you stuff and it opens up doors. So in this case, I had to talk to that guy to open up the door to the main section of the enemy base. Whoa, there's a guy there and he's not usually there in the American version either. This game is going to take some adjustment. I may be in for more than I expected. Although I did get a 1-up, now that that's going to do me any good. Because I'm only allowed one hit. Oh man, I am... That guy down there, he's not usually there. I didn't realize the Japanese version was so much more difficult than well, at least so much more aggressively stocked with enemies than the American version, but I guess there's a chance to learn everything. Of course, the Japanese version, the biggest difference is that they didn't lie about who the bad guy is here. In the American version, you're fighting the bads, an army called the bads, very subtle, and they're trying to resurrect a dude named Master D. But here it's all right in the title. The game in Japan is called Top Secret Hitora no Fukatsu, which means the resurrection of Hitler. So yeah, Master D is just Adolf Hitler, and they didn't mince around. You can see Iron Eagles and swastikas up there. Check that out. It's pretty straightforward. They scrubbed all that stuff out for the US version because I figured Nintendo must have thought, well, that's not going to fly with our American audience. That's not cool. I guess it was okay for Japanese audiences because they used to be allies with Germany. I don't really know what the cultural difference is there. But in any case, I need to go to this door and talk to another guy so he'll open up the boss room for me. Yeah, he gives me a clue, but really what he's doing is he's opening the boss door. So I head back. Oh, and in this version, the elevator stays. I don't think it does in the American version. I think you have to swing across. So I don't think they did a good job localizing the American version. They took out too much. People want to talk about censorship and localization changes. This game, whoa. This game will show you what you should really complain about. Whoa, didn't turn around. So like I said, I'm trying to avoid these bullets. When you gather 5 bullets, you get a little pip in the corner of the screen that gives you extra life. Or not extra life, but it gives you a hit point. And then I think when you collect 20 and then 50 and so on and so forth, you keep gathering extra hit points up to like 12 or 10. So it starts out, it's kind of interesting because this game is sort of a port of the arcade game and sort of a sequel to the arcade game. Like story-wise, it's definitely a sequel, but in terms of the gameplay, it's much more of a kind of like a revamped and overhauled version. There's a lot in this game that's very similar to the arcade game, but then it adds a lot. In the arcade game, you can only take one hit, so it starts you out with the ability to, the inability to take a hit so that you die. Man, these guys are kind of hard to see because of all the glitching. So at first it's kind of like it's a fake out. It's like, oh, you're playing a game that's just like it was in the arcade, but then you gather enough of those bullets that weren't in the arcade, and you get extra life, and you're like, oh, hey, this is different. And it definitely has an arcadey, or not an arcadey, but a like mid late 80s NES feel to it, where there's action and adventure kind of in combination. So I need to transfer to Area 13 and to get the flare gun for Area 4. I guess I could try to beat Area 4 with the flare gun, but I feel like that's just hot dogging, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, oh, I got bullets when I completed the first stage as a bonus. I can't shoot that guy. This is a neutral area, and you're not allowed to commit hostile acts, although sometimes bad guys will attack you. Anyway, so Super Joe, I don't know. So yeah, the bullets that I gathered just as a bonus for completing the stage gave me a point of health that you can see at the top left. And this dude has my flares. Okay, thanks, dude. So flares in place, and I can move along to Area 4 now. So yeah, the overall structure of this game has you sort of moving around to these different maps. The red squares are neutral zones, and the white squares with red letters are are enemy bases, and those are the levels you play through. And they become more complicated as you go along, and you have to kind of do the adventure game gathering of items and tools so that you can have the right communicators to use in the specific areas to open up doors and so forth. Wow, that's not in the American version either. That's pretty cool. Oops, I hit pause instead of using my flare. There we go. So you can kind of see in the dark, but you can't see bad guys. So that's why you really want the flare, because even though you can see the outline of the stage, you can't see guys like that. I guess at this point it doesn't matter if I grab bullets, so I'll just speed along. Wonder why they took those out in the American version. I think maybe this game had a different mapper chip in Japan, or it might have just been for space because Japanese text is more efficient and there's a lot of story in this game. So they had to take stuff out to fit the English dialogue in. Hey, I'm trapped. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not even cool. That guy almost got me. And I collected enough bullets to get another pip. And an airdrop, in case I was running low on health. But of course, this is a one-hit wonder, so I don't need health drops anyway. If I were in need of a health drop, this entire video would be over. Where's that thick-necked dude? Yeah, there he is. Of course, he waited until I swung over there. Alright, so this is I think the boss room of the stage. I got some of the level layouts confused. Okay, yeah. And this guy sucks. He's a real pain to beat. So you can't really tell right now, but this dude, in addition to a knife, has a bionic arm, and he can't really swing around like I can, but he can use the bionic arm to knock me off platforms. So beating this section without taking him on, which is difficult because of his shield, basically involves you swinging back and forth to avoid him. There, yeah, you see his bionic arm that he tried to hit me with. And the bionic arm doesn't hurt, doesn't take away any health, so it doesn't count as a hit. All right. But it does knock me off platforms, and it could knock me into harm's way, so it's good to avoid that. And I just got a new weapon, the wide gun. I think I'm going to switch over to Area 5. I think I can use my current communicator in Area 5. And also Area 5's tough, so if I screw up, then that will be the end of the game. Switch to the wide gun here. I don't need a flare anymore, but of course I can't use medicine, so it's kind of a wash. So this level is just a tower that goes up and up. And that's why it's good to have the wide gun. Although it's also good because it can shoot through the platforms like that. Those blue iron balls also are kind of like the last boss's bionic arm. Like, it can't hurt me, but it can inconvenience me. So it's good to avoid it. Man, swastikas everywhere. Those Nazis were really proud of their insignia. Yeah, see, that didn't hurt. It just, it was a kind of a hassle. Oh, yeah. All right. So, even after playing this game many times over the years, it still takes a little practice to use the bionic arm right. By default, it shoots out at a 45-degree angle, but if you press forward, it'll shoot forward, and if you press up, then it will grapple upward. Thought I had avoided that. So it's... What was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, mastering the bionic arm is really the key to this game. And I hope I can use the communicator here. All right, I can. So that means I can advance through the stage. This tower, you can't go up any further until you talk to the communicators. So basically it kind of like loads a new segment of the stage, but it's sort of some loading that's disguised by mandatory conversation. This part's going to be a make or break, because these guys just spawn infinitely. There's these little bullet things up on the ceiling that try to break my bionic arm grip. And the little propeller dudes fly around and shoot those electric beams that not only do damage, but also have knockback. And wow, I keep getting a lot of those things. So you can see they're kind of everywhere, and haste is of the essence with this stage. Like, the faster you can make it up, the fewer of those guys you have to deal with, and the less opportunity there is for bad things to happen. Well, that's it. I got hit, so that's my Bionic Commando run. I made it through 2 stages and about halfway up the 3rd stage, level 5. So I was kind of hoping to do a little better, but like I said, Area 5 is tough, and I deserve to lose there because it's a tough stage. So anyway, we'll see how the rest of the staff fares, and if anyone can make it past Area 5 or to outperform my grappling here. So best of luck to everyone.
Nadia Oxford here, and we are doing Bionic Commando for a one-hit wonder this week. We are getting rad with Rad Spencer. I don't want to get that. So, a little bit of history with me and Bionic Commando. It's not a game I played in childhood. I actually didn't play it until I got married, and my husband and I combined our game collections, which is a thing you do when you get married. And honestly, I haven't played it nearly as much as he has. He says I better not embarrass him, but sorry dear, I'm going to embarrass you. Oh, did I communicate properly? Yeah. There we go. Smile later, nerd. yeah, he'll open the door for us, I guess. On my practice run, I actually forgot to get him to open the door. See how I bounced off that guy's head? I think even if I don't really do good on this run, I think I redeemed myself right there. I bounced off that dude's head. I really am not obligated to do any better. But I will try, because this is a war, and war is very serious when you have a bionic arm. And we're not going to talk about that, the bionic arm origin story. Nope. Oh, well, that was the end of me. That was my fault for even mentioning the bionic arm origin story. Okay, goodbye, thank you for watching, and have a good night.
Hey everybody, Cat Bailey here, and I am doing my one-hit wonder run of Bionic Commando, a game that I am playing for literally the first time ever right now. That's right, to Jeremy Parrish's everlasting shame and disappointment, I have never played Bionic Commando. For various reasons, I guess. I just never had a chance to play it when I was growing up. It was never in the video store. My parents never bought it. I barely knew it existed until I met Jeremy. So this is all completely new to me. So, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I'm sort of familiar with the concept. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I know that you have a grappling hook, and that's how you kind of get around and stuff. That's kind of cool. So obviously I can't get hit. I know that's going to not take too long because honestly I barely know what I'm doing here. So I think it's fair to say that I'm not going to win this one-hit wonder, but we'll see how I do. I mean, okay, I'm so far so good. Haven't died yet. Sure, communicate, I guess. I've been waiting for you. Many of our agents have already infiltrated the sectors you will be traveling. To contact them, you must find a communication room. Your success depends on staying in touch. You should be able to wiretap and intercept important information. Ignore all dangers and proceed to the open door. We'll contact you later. Okay, what? Can I wiretap anybody? Okay, I guess I walk over here? No? Proceed to the open door? Oh, okay, I can do it again. Beware of the elevator. Now we have you. Oh, okay, oops. Yeah. So, okay, so I went in the door. This is so the type of game that Jeremy likes. I mean that in the nicest way possible. He likes those open, kind of non-linear games. Whoa, that was kind of cool. It has that kind of Mega Man-y feel to it. This guy. So apparently I can only shoot horizontal. That's interesting. Alright. Oh yeah, there we go. You're dead. You're dead! But I have to go over here. I think I've kind of gotten the hang of this pretty quickly, given that, you know, I've never played this game before. That's because I'm awesome. Can I go in here? No? Okay. The nice thing about the NES is that there's only 2 buttons, so... So you're never, like, it's pretty easy to figure everything out. This tie is totally gonna get me. Nope. Pretty discernible patterns here. Not too problematic. Come on. There we go. Yeah, into the open door. I'm rad. Yeah, this is kind of a cool game. I say about this 20-something-year-old game that I've never played. That Jeremy is one of Jeremy's favorite games of all times. Oh no! So, are we doing this thing? Are we doing this? Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah, we are doing this thing. The answer is yes. We are. We are in fact doing this. No. Oh, into the spikes. Well, that was a good run, but I thought I did okay, given that I'd never played this game before. But anyway, this is Kat Bailey and her one-hit wonder run in Bionic Commando, signing off.
Hey everybody, it's me, Bob Mackey, USgamer Senior Editor, here to play Bionic Commando for One Hit Wonders. And this time around, it really will be about taking one hit, and it's game over for me. So let's see how far I can get, and it's not going to be very far because I'm not very good at Bionic Commando. And I believe Jeremy chose this game because one of us needs to beat Kat Bailey one of these weeks on One Hit Wonder. It's not a competition, but it kind of is because she keeps doing better than all of us. So this might be the one that turns it all around for us. So yeah, I've never been that good at Bionic Commando. I can barely say it. And yeah, we can get started here. Of course, no jumping in Bionic Commando, something that baffled many an NES gamer back in the late 80s. Including me for a while. This guy's gonna drop down, and then we're gonna shoot the heck out of him. I guess not. There we go. So I'm being very careful, not picking up bullets, because all they're gonna give me is a hit point that won't matter for the purposes of this contest. I'm not even gonna go indoors, because I don't want to waste your time. And I died a really embarrassing death last time, and this is gonna be my last try. Even if it's embarrassing, it will be on the internet for all to see, for everyone to judge. It seems though whenever I do bad at one-hit wonders, everyone's supportive. Whenever I play another game badly, people are like, "Oh, you're awful. Why am I watching this? I'm Duke Nukem." Duke Nukem is one of our most common trolls, USgamer. As you can see, my brain is just on autopilot right now. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. But I'm playing this very methodically, and hearing a lot of good Mega Man sound effects. Oops. It's a real Sniper Joe style enemy there. Not surprised to see it in a Capcom game. And we're gonna go up here. Yep. There will be a man shooting. I think I can maneuver up to get behind him, maybe. Oh, nope, I can't. Well, I did that last time, but it didn't work this time, folks. Thanks for watching me fail at Bionic Commando, and please don't hold it against me as a human being. I'm only a mere mortal. Maybe Jeremy can do better. Goodbye, cruel world.